Hello friends, welcome back. So we'll continue with the work which we have done in the last video. We took cubic polynomial, factorization of cubic polynomial, where the leading coefficient was 1. In all the questions which we took in the last video, the leading coefficient was 1. But here in this case, the different leading coefficient. So if you all learn this in 9th standard, so there's a different approach for that, and that is a very lengthy approach. So here again we will just follow some, that Descartes rules of sign and application of different concept like synthetic division method and we'll try to solve this question quickly. Before that, just one point, that in the last video, in the two questions, question number 1 and question number 9, there was a little error. From the book I took the question, there was an error in that. So I have just corrected it in the description box also. And I'm just trying to solve those questions again because there was little error in that. So I have corrected it. Now this is first question. See here, all the coefficients, all the terms are positive. That means we have seen that when the terms are positive, in that case what exactly we are going to get is some negative roots. Some negative roots will be negative. So obviously what will be those negative roots? So we have another connection here. The connection is, the coefficient here is 1, coefficient here is 32. So 1 plus 32 is 33 and 13 plus 20 is again 33. So when you are getting the alternate sums coefficients addition, alternate terms coefficient addition same, in that case you can consider that x plus 1 is your one of the factor. X plus 1 is your one of the factor, or I can say minus 1 is your one of the root. And now I can use a synthetic division method to factorize it further. So as per the synthetic division method, I can take minus 1 as one of the root, and then after that I need to write down the coefficient. So that is 1 plus 13 plus 32 and 20. So drop it down 1 as it is 1. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 13 minus 1 is 12. 12 into minus 1 is minus 10. 32 plus minus 12 is 20. 20 into minus 1 is minus 20. So the addition is giving you 0. That means your x plus 1 is one factor, and then just look at the coefficient here. So you will get x square plus 12x plus 20 as another factor. But it's a quadratic. We can convert this into the linear form with the rule of that crisscross. So here it is x square. So let me use that crisscross over here. So this coefficient of x square is 1, whereas it is 20. So I can write down 1 and 1 because the factor of 1 is 1 only. And in case of 20, let me write down say 4 and 5. And we know that this is attached with x. Do the crisscross. So this gives me 5x and this gives me 4x. So 5 and 4 will never give me plus 12. So in that case I will just do some other arrangement. Let me take down that factor of 20 as say 2 and 10. So it is 2 into x is 2x and 1 into 10x is 10x. So see, the sum of the two is coming to be plus 12x. And I want plus 12x only. So that means it is plus and plus. So it is plus and plus. So finally my answer for this question will be other than x plus 1, the other two factors will be x plus 2 and x plus 10. And remind you, when we have done this in last time, I told you that maximum 3 factors should be there, maximum 3 roots should be there, and all the 3 roots should be of negative sign. The reason is if you just calculate f of minus x, if this is f of x, if you calculate f of minus x, it will be negative, it will be positive, it will be negative, it will be positive. So you have 1, 2, 3 sign change. So when you have 3 sign change in f of minus x, then according to Descartes' rule of sign, so we have maximum 3 negative root or 1 negative root and 2 imaginary root. But here we are getting C, all the 3 roots to be negative. The roots of this equation, this relation will be minus 1, minus 2 and minus 10. When the roots are negative, that means factor is to be attached with a plus sign. That is very simple according to factor theorem. So that is the answer for the question, and all the 3 roots which we are getting are negative. Fine. So next is this question number 9 of the last video. So here if you see, what are the sign change we are getting? Plus minus, 1 sign change, then minus plus second sign change, and plus minus third sign change. So I am getting 3 sign change. I am getting 3 sign change here. That means possibility of maximum 3 positive roots. So 3 sign change, 3 positive roots. So I will not jump to any negative case because 3 positive root maximum. If not so, then there will be at least 1 positive root and 2 imaginary root. So to be at the safer side, let me consider that all the 3 roots are positive. So we have to try with the various cases. Now 1 and minus 1 won't be possible here. 12 plus 1, 13, and minus 6 minus 8 is minus 14. So that is not possible. Again, no, it's not possible. So let me factorize 8. So we have the different factors of 8 as 1, 2, 4, 8. So let me try with 2. Let me try with 2, and we are damn sure that we are getting positive factors. We are getting positive roots, so let me try with 2 directly. So that gives me 2 cube minus 6 into 2 square plus 12 into 2 minus 8. So that gives me 8, and this is minus 24, this is plus 24 and minus 8. And see, that's it. We got the 0 when you add it. So that means I am confirmed now that 2 is 1 of the 0. 2 is 1 of the 0. That means x minus 2 is a factor. So x minus 2 is my factor, but I will use synthetic division method. Let me try. So this is 2 is my 0, confirm. The coefficient is 1, minus 6, 12 and minus 8. So drop down 1, so it is as it is, 2 ones are 2. Addition of this is minus 4, it is minus 8, it is 4 to the 8. So I got it 0. So finally I am getting it x square minus 4x plus 4, and we know that this is nothing but x minus 2 whole square. So x minus 2 and then again x minus 2 whole square. So it is like this. So actually this was the question. So in the last video there was a little confusion about the sign. They were just given the different sign. That was a mistake in the book from where I took the question. Actually it is a direct question of an identity. It is basically x minus 2 whole cube, a minus b whole cube identity, if you remember. So that is the question of that. Now we can conclude that the statement of the means which I told in the last video, that most of the people used to say that it has 3 roots. It is not like that. It has maximum 3 roots. But in this case, see, it has just 1 root and it has been repeated 3 times. So we can say that it has maximum 3 roots, but yes, factors will be 3. Fine. I hope that this is fine. These are the 2 corrections in the last video. Now we will start questions. These questions where the leading coefficient is other than 1. So with your basic approach, traditional that NCERT and CBSE used to follow, in order to solve this, it's a little lengthy approach. So let me just try with that approach one question and then we'll proceed further. Suppose this is my first question. So in that case, what they used to do, they used to factorize 6. So factors of 6 are something like plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3 and plus minus 6. Again they factorize this. So that is plus minus 1 and plus minus 2. Then after that what they used to do, they used to divide all this number by this. And they add up over here and then try it f of 1 by 2 and whatever. So suppose this is 1, so obviously anything upon 1 will be that thing. So I will not take this. This 2 I will take. So 1 by 2, so another case will be plus minus 1 by 2. 2 by 2 is 1, so already taken. Then plus minus 3 by 2 and 6 by 2 is 3 already taken. So basically now you need to try for all this. It's a very big exercise. It's a very big exercise, but you don't have any other option if you follow that traditional approach. So here let us see that what we can do with our knowledge of synthetic division method, with our knowledge of Descartes rule, and with our another important knowledge of that this 3 is all about sum of the roots and this 6 is all about product of the root. So with that concept, let us try this. Before that, always try to cross check for 1 and minus 1, because this 1 and minus 1 is the very easy approach. So 2 plus 3, 5, not possible 1. Minus 1 is, this is minus 9, this is minus 3, not possible. So 1 and minus 1 is not possible. So what I can do, that we need to jump it ahead. Now there are 2 approaches which you can do here. One which is little easier is convert this leading coefficient 2 into 1, because that is easier. So for that I need to divide this complete by 2. So if I divide by 2, what will happen? It will give me x cube plus 3 by 2 x square minus 11 by 2 x minus 6 by 2 is 3. Now we used to focus on 3. So let us focus on 3. Factors of 3 is plus minus 1 and plus minus 3. Fine. Now plus minus 1 won't be possible. We already checked. So check out for 3. Again, another thing is putting the value x as 3 and solving this is little tougher. In spite of that, just put value 3 and check out here. Fine. One more point here is check out the sign change. So f of x is this, plus 2 plus, plus 2 minus, minus 2 minus. One sign change, so confirm one positive root. And if I just make it f of minus x, so minus, plus, plus, minus, 2 negative root. So maximum 2 negative root, because there is a possibility of 0 negative root and 2 imaginary root. It moves with an even number. So you can't move with an even number here. It should be confirmed one positive root. So that will give me a chance not to check for all the minuses. I will first check for plus. So if I check for plus, or suppose for 2 minus I can check. So in that case what happened, that once I got one factor, then I will directly use the synthetic division method. Fine. So here 3 I will check out with here. Fine. So orally 3 cube is 27. 27 2s are 54. Then 3 square is 9. 3s are 27. Then 11 into 3 33 and minus 6 39. It won't be possible. So 3 is not possible. So let's try minus 3. So it will be 2 into minus 3 cube is minus 27. Then plus 3 into minus 3 square, so that is plus 9. Then minus, and 11 into minus 3 is plus 33, and then minus 6. So if you just check this out, this is minus 54, this is minus 54, and minus 6 is minus 60. And this is 27 plus 33 is plus 60. So that's it, you got it. So see, once you check out with two things, one is 1 or minus 1 and another is change of sign, and after change of sign you are damn confident that what could you can take. And the best approach for such kind of question, I told that divide by 2, so that you will get it just like the leading coefficient is 1. In spite of checking with all this, which is very lengthy, we can directly jump here. So I got one root to be we took minus 3. So minus 3 is root, that means x plus 3 is a factor. X plus 3 is a factor. So I got one negative root, that means another root there will be one more root which is negative and one positive root. So there is no imaginary root. So let me take minus 3 and jump with the synthetic division, and I will go with this relation, not with the one this. 2, 3, minus 11, minus 6. Drop down to 2 into minus 3, minus 6, this is minus 3, this is 9, minus 3 into minus 3, 9, this is minus 2 into minus 3, 6, 0. So I got it next, I got the first one as x plus 1, and the next one is now see 2x square minus 3x minus 2. Fine. I can break this down the way you want. So suppose I am breaking it down with that approach, 1 and 2, and then this is 1 and 2. So crisscross like this, but this is 2 and this is 2, so I want minus 3, so just reverse 1 and 2 as 2 and 1. So this is 4x and this is x, and I want minus 3x, so let it be minus, let it be plus, so the sum will be minus 3x. So this is minus, this is plus. So x minus 1, 2x plus 1. So x plus 1, x minus 2 and 2x plus 1. Now just quickly cross check whether your factors as per the traditional approach is correct or not. So minus 1 is 1 0, so minus 1 is here. Then you have 2, so when you check out for 2, so see 2 is also there. Now just check out with this, you will get minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 is also there. Minus 1 by 2 is also there. So with this we got all, sorry, one mistake is that this is minus 3, not plus 1. It is minus 3, so x plus 3, because 1 and minus 1 we have seen that it is not covering. So this is your case. Yes, minus 3 is also there. So x plus 3, x minus 2, 2x plus 1. Now you can do this question in other way also. Like if you remember in the last video, we have seen that the three roots whose product is 3, whose sum is 3 by 2, or suppose if you are working here, so like this, check this out. So it is 3 2s are 6, 6 1s are 6. Now it is 6, check out. Similarly, you can check for sum, you will get the same. So I am giving a different approach. Here I have not applied that particular approach of addition of the root or the multiplication. That is also another one approach you can use. Fine. I hope this is fine. So in spite of doing all this jugglery, it's better to do in this approach. Now next question is this second question. Let me quickly try this with 1 and minus 1. So see, 10 minus 2 is 8 and 11 minus 3 is again 8. So that means x plus 1 is one of the factors. So I am taking second question. So for second question, one thing is confirmed that x plus 2 is one of the factors. Because x plus 1. Because minus 1 satisfies the relation. Minus 1 satisfies the relation. So x plus 1 is one of the factors. Now little deeper, what I can say that there is plus 2 plus, plus 2 minus, minus 2 minus, one sign change, so one positive root. And if I calculate minus f of minus x, so it is minus 2 plus one sign change, it will become plus, so no sign change, and plus 2 minus one sign change, so two sign change. So there is a possibility of 2 negative root or 0 negative root and 2 imaginary root, but one positive root. One positive root. So I already got one negative root. So let me directly jump to what? I will jump to synthetic division method, because when you have a leading coefficient, then prefer synthetic division method, because that will be easier. So minus 1 is my root, and I am talking about the coefficient 10, 11, minus 2 and minus 3. Now drop down 10. 10 into minus 1 is minus 10, 11 minus 10 addition is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, addition is minus 3, minus 10 into minus 1 is plus 3. Of course, if we are taken a proper 0, then you will always get 0 here, because that is the approach, because you are losing 1 degree. Starting with the cubic, now you end up with the quadratic. Why? Because 1 degree is already covered here. So what is that? 10x square plus x minus 3. Fine. Now that particular approach which we have seen 2 videos back is always handy in such kind of question, factorization of this. Don't go with that spreading the middle term and all that. So let me try 10 as 2 and 5 and 3 as 1 and 3. So cross it. So this is x and this is x. Go back to the last video, see that video how we have done that. So 2x into 3 is 6x, 5x into 1 is 5x. I want it to be plus. So let this be minus and this be plus, the addition will be x, that we want plus x. Now plus is here and minus is here. Fine. So final answer for me is x plus 1, 2x minus 1 and 5x plus 3. You can cross check with your conventional approach the factors which you are going to find out for these. Factors of 3, then 3 by 10's factor and all that. When you go with that, you will come to know that, see, 3 by 5 will be one of the factor, minus 3 by 5, because factor of 10 is 1 to 5, so 3 by 5 will be one of the factor. Now, if you have to follow the conventional approach, in that case, you need to take x is equal to 3 by 5 minus 3 by 5, you need to check out. That is a very handy task, because it will take lots of time. Now just cross check, see 1 positive root and 2 negative root, and that is something we have decided in the beginning using that Descartes rule. I hope this is fine. So this is your second question. It's very easy. We got the answer very quickly. Now jump to the third question. Question number 3 is this. So let me first try it for 1 and minus 1. So see, 5 plus 6 is 11 and 6 and minus 17 is minus 11. Not possible. But 1 I can try. 6 plus 5, 11 plus 6, 17 minus 17. So 1 is one of the 0. So I can conclude that for this question, 1 of the 0 is 1. So let us start with that 1. Third question we are doing. So 1 is one of the 0, that means x minus 1 is my factor. That is for sure. Now check out for sign change. Plus, 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 minus, minus, plus. 2 sign change, so maximum 2 positive root and of course then 1 negative root. So I got my first positive root. We will check out for the next positive root using synthetic division method, but here if you divide by 6 so that your leading coefficient will become 1, that too is an approach you can follow. But it depends, a little trickier for you, because once you go for that, then it become 1, there won't be any other factor of 1. So then you need to follow that 5 by 6 addition and 1 as the multiplication, so you need to work out accordingly. So I prefer to use synthetic division method over here. So what will happen? It is 1, then it is 6, 5, minus 17, 6. I told that synthetic division method is something used in BSc mathematics, but it is very handy. You can use it to crack your question very quickly. It's not so tough. I hope that everyone understood synthetic division method in last so many questions, and it will be very useful for us to get the answer quickly. So I am dropping down 6, 6 ones are 6, 6 plus 5, 11 ones are 11, minus 6 ones are minus 6, and that's it. So x minus 1, then 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Fine, now I hope that this is not a big deal. Fine, so we'll just try this. Factors of 6 is 2 and 3, let me check. And factor of this 6, let me try 3 and 2. Because 2 and 3 you will take, so in that case 6 and 6 cross. So preferably just change it. So what you are getting here, it is 9 and this is 4. 9 and 4 will not give me 11. 9 and 4 will not give me 11. So I need to try something else. So in spite of this, let me try say 1 and 6. Let me try 1 and 6. Fine. So it is 12 and it is 3. So again I am not getting this. So see, that is something experience. I can say that through experience you can get this. Now sometimes what happens that you are irritated to do different parameters, but you are not getting the answer. Then don't waste much time. Preferably go with directly the quadratic formula. Because these are all small numbers, so there is a possibility that you can use quadratic formula simply. Now I can just try one more time, otherwise I will go with quadratic formula. So let me try 2 and 3 as 1 and 6. Let me try it as 1 and 6, and let me try here something like say this 6 as 3 and 2, or I can say anything else, 3 and 2, 2 and 3. I not tried. Okay, fine. So 2 and 3, suppose if I try, so this is 12 and this is 3. So it's again giving me 9. So it's not working. Or otherwise I have to dig little deeper. So in spite of that, I will go with the quadratic formula. So discriminant will be what? B square, that is 11 square, minus 4ac, it is already negative, so minus minus plus 4 into 6 into 6, so that is 144. 4 6 are into 6. So that is 144. When you add the 2, you will get it is 265, and that is the reason we are not getting it properly. Why? Because under root 265 is giving you, under root 265 will give you basically irrational factor, irrational roots. Fine, and here we are supposed to getting used through split, we are trying to get the rational roots. Fine, so that is the reason it is not useful over here. Fine, so I hope that using that you can get the factors of this, like minus b is minus 11 plus or minus upon this discriminant upon 12 to 6 are 12. So see, minus 11 plus root 265 upon 12 is 0, and minus 11 minus root 265 upon 12 is another 0. Now minus 11 plus root 265, under root 265 if you calculate it will be 16 point something, because 256 under root gives you 16. So 16 and minus 11 gives you positive answer. So you are getting second positive answer, and this minus 11 minus this is negative answer. So that means two positive root which we have decided in the beginning using the Descartes sign convention rule, and one negative root. Fine. One more point over here, I just want to let you know that when I am saying that there are two signs, there are even number of places change, like maximum 2 positive root or 0 positive root. So why this 2? This 2 came in the picture. I just want to, I have intentionally taken this question because see, whatever question we have, all the zeros, all the coefficients over here, all the coefficients are rational. Here basically integer, but say it is rational. So in that, suppose if you are getting irrational root, so ultimately they should be turned up to rational. it is irrational, they should be turned up to rational. So basically those irrational root used to come in pairs, like a plus root b is one of the root, so then another root will be a minus root b, because the factors when multiplied, so you can use a square minus b square identity, so that will give you a square minus b, which makes it rational. That's why it is even number deduction, it's 2. When I am saying 3 positive root maximum, so 1 positive root and 2 imaginary root, and 2 imaginary root also I will let you know. So it's irrational is again in pair, it's always, we call it conjugate pair. Suppose if one root is a plus root b, another will be a minus root b, for the valid reason that when I multiply the two, I will get a rational case, that is a square minus b. Again, suppose we are getting say some complex root. So complex root will come in some I form, a plus ib. So if one root is a plus ib, so second root will be conjugate a minus ib, confirm. That is confirmed. They come in pair only. So that's why we used to subtract 2 even number. Now just check out, when I just do the multiplication of this, I am getting a square minus I square b square. And I hope that who has done the complex number topic, so they know that I square value is minus 1. So ultimately when you put I square, which is iota, so I square give you minus 1, so minus of minus plus 1, so ultimately you are getting it a square plus b square. You are getting it a square plus b square. So this is obviously, we can say, just a rational. So that is the reason that irrational root and the complex root always come in pair. That's why I used to do minus 2. I used to do minus 2. Hope this is fine. Let us jump to the next question. So that complex root, we will see it again, because that is very, very important. You should understand along with the curve pattern and all. So question number 4 is there. So see question number 4. 4 plus 8 plus 1, not possible. 4 plus 1, 5, 8 minus 3, 5. So that means confirm x plus 1 as one of the factor and minus 1 is one of the 0. I am jumping to synthetic division method. So it is 4, it is 8, 1 and minus 3. See, if you see the pattern which I am following, for the very first question, what I have done, what I told you, divide by 2 and then factorize. That is one of the approach. Now in this particular set of question, I am not following that addition and the multiplication case, because that is a little lengthier, because it's coming in fractions. In all the cases fraction, so it will take a little more time. In spite of that, just do some jugglery and get one of the factor and then use synthetic division method. That will be quite handy. Now let us try this. 4 drop down as it is. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. Addition is 4. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. Addition is minus 3. It's 3, and yes, we got this. Now here, if you see, that is 4x square plus 4x minus 3. 4x square plus 4x minus 3. That's it. Now factorize this. Again, I go with 1, 4 as the factor of 4. Attach x to that, and factor of 3, say 1 and 3. Fine. So it cross gives me 3, and this cross gives me 4, which will not help me. So let me just break down this 1, 4 as, say, suppose 2, 2. Just try. So 2 into 3 is 6x, and 2x, 1 the 2x. So addition I want plus 4, so it is minus, and it is plus, so I am getting plus 4x. Fine. So this is minus and this is plus. Check this out. I am writing it here. I am writing the answer here. X plus 1 is my first factor. Second is 2x minus 1, and third one is 2x plus 3. Now just cross check with your Descartes rule. Just cross check with your Descartes rule, which I have not applied in this particular question. Let us try that. So how many sign change? Plus, 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 minus. One sign change, that means one positive root. That means one positive root. So your one positive root is 1 by 2. Now f of minus x value, so minus, plus, minus, minus means two sign change. So 2 negative root. This is first negative root minus 1. This is second negative root minus 3 by 2. So you got your answer correctly. Now, as I told, your traditional approach, you can solve it by factoring 3 then factoring 4 and dividing all the factors of 4 by 3. So one of the factors you will get minus 3 by 2. See, minus 3 by 2. Another factor you will get, if you try this, so 1 by 2. So 1 by, see, factors of 3 are 1 and 3 and factor of 4 are 1 to 4. So 1 by 2. So you got 1 by 2. Fine. So ultimately you should get all the factors as per your way. But approach which we are doing over here is little different, that is little quicker. I hope that this will be very helpful. You will come across questions on this in many competitive exams. You can expect such kind of question, not directly but somewhere or other in JEE Mains, in CAT and some NMTC kind of exam, pre-RMO. See, I will also take some last year's JEE questions in which you will realize they used to ask the question, find the number of roots, find the real roots. So all these things which we are learning here is very applicable over there. You will find that if you use these techniques which we are discussing in last few video and use this in those particular questions, so you will get your answer on a fingertip. Fine. Let us jump to the next question, that is the fifth question. So it's not giving me 1 or minus 1 case, so I will directly jump. See, sign change is 1. And if I positive sign change, so that means you have one positive root. And let me try negative sign change. So this is minus, this is plus, this is plus, this is minus 2. So 2 sign change. So I am jumping to the fifth question. So I can observe 1 positive sign change and 2 negative sign change. So what will happen with that? So I will just focus on the factors of 4. I will focus on the factors of 4. So what are the factors of 4 I am getting here? 1, 2 and 4. And 1 won't be applicable, so let us try with 2 because we have concluded 1 positive root. So let us try with 2. So am I getting 2? 8 3s are 24, 24 plus 4, 28. Yeah. So 12 2s are 24, so minus 24 and minus 4 is minus 28. So see, luckily we got it. So I can simply say that 2 is one of the factors, so that means 2 is one of the 0, that means x minus 2 is my factor. Now we are looking for this quadratic factor. So I got 2 and it is 3. Coefficients are 3, 1, minus 12 and minus 4. Dropped on 3. 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7 2s are 14, 2 2s are 4. So that means quadratic factor is 3x square plus 7x plus 2. Fine. So you can go with our approach. So it will be 1 3. And it is 1 2. Are we getting 7? No. So make it 2 1. Make it 2 1. So this is x. This is x cross cross. So this is 6x and this is x. Addition gives me 7x. I want that only. So that means both are pluses. So plus. So finally I am getting the answer for this. The factors of this cubic polynomial. X minus 2, x plus 2, and 3x plus 1. And if you remember in the beginning we concluded that it has 1 positive root, see 2 and the 2 negative root. Those are minus 2 and minus 1 by 3. Fine. So in this way we have done the fifth question. Again with our approach we got the answer very quickly. Let us jump to the sixth question. Sixth question consists of a little bigger number 36 and all that. Let me try what we can do with this question. So 4x cube minus x square minus 36x plus 9. So what could be the different factors we can have for this? First of all, let us try with plus 1 minus 1. These are bigger numbers, so plus 1 and minus 1 trying is a wastage of time. So don't try it. Sign change 1, 2. So possible 2 positive root and of course 1 negative root. Don't try for 1. 1 negative root will be there, damn sure. Fine. Now what to do in such kind of question? So can I have some different rule because it seems to be a very big number. One thing I can observe here, if you remember in one of the question in the last video, I have done one approach. When you have such big numbers, so definitely they have some different thinking about this such kind of question. So that thinking I will just evolve over here. The thinking is very simple. Check the coefficient. See the ratio of the coefficient. Say 4 upon this is minus 1 and here it is minus 36 upon 9 and you are getting that the coefficient ratio is same. Coefficient ratio is same. See, it's minus 4 over here. So that means if you remember what approach which I have followed, just pick up this 2, calculate the HCF or the GCD, whatever you call, and take that to be a common. So what is the HCF of these two? It is x square. So let me just take x square as common. So if I took x square as common, so it will be 4x minus 1. And from these two, what is the HCF? It is minus 9. It is minus 9, so take minus 9 common. So it is again 4x minus 1. It should be same, because we have confirmed it by using this particular condition. So now next step is 4x minus 1, and it is x square minus 9. It's very easy, directly in identity. So 4x minus 1 and x square minus 9 gives you x plus 3 and x minus 3. Now check out 1 positive, 1 positive and 1 negative. So this is positive, this is positive, this is negative. So 2 positive and 1 negative, good. 2 positive and 1 negative, not confirm. Let me confirm. Plus minus minus plus. So that means minus plus 1 positive, plus minus 1 positive. So 2 positive and of course 1 negative. Now imagine, suppose if you try this question other way. Factors of 9, 1, 3, 9. Factors of 4, 1, 2, 4, take ratios and all that. So it will be a very cumbersome job, because definitely when you are getting all this leading coefficient other than 1, one of the factor will be in the rational form, that is on p by q form. Here check out this 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is in the rational form. So checking for that will be a little tedious approach, because you need to, before jumping or reaching to this, you need to try so many cases. So it's always handy to use such kind of approach. Fine. So I hope this is fine. Let us jump to the next question, that is question number 7. There were 3 DIY for you, and you can try those DIY with different. This DIY is very good. 7 minus 34 plus 37. So having a bigger coefficient constant. So you can check for that. Now this one. Neither I am getting this as 1 or minus 1. I am not getting 1 or minus 1 here. So positive sign change is plus to minus, 1 sign change. Negative sign change will be minus, plus, minus, 2 sign change. So 1 positive, 2 negative. I am right now not thinking about the imaginary, because I am not given the imaginary cases. Maybe one of the question it will be, but otherwise it is not. So what is the conclusion? 1 positive and 2 negative. So positive, let me try some integer type. The factor of 8 is 1, 2, 4, 8. 1 has gone. Let me try 2. So 2 cube is 8. 8 5s are, we are getting 40. 2 square is 4 2s are 8. So 40 plus 8, 48. 22s are 40. So minus 40 minus 8 is minus 48, plus 48 minus 48. So that's it. We got this. So that means I can consider that 2 as one of the 0, that means x minus 2 is one of the factor. I will look for the other quadratic factor. Now 2 is one of the 0, so it is 5 coefficient, then 2, then minus 20, and then minus 8. Drop down 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 2 12, 12 2s are 24, 4 addition 4 2s are 8. So you are getting this, that is 5x square plus 12x plus 4. Fine. So now it's 5, so it's 1 and 5 only possible case, and 4 is, say, suppose 2 and 2. Just try. So this cross and this cross, so this gives me 10x and this gives me 2x. Addition is 12x, both are positive, so positive. So my answer for this is x minus 2. Then here it is x plus 2, then here it is 5x plus 2. So I am getting 1 positive and 2 negative. These 2 are negative. Let us confirm. Yes, plus 2 minus 1 positive, and we have seen in the beginning 2 negative. Fine. The roots are 2 minus 2, and see again this minus 2 by 5. So getting minus 2 by 5 is always a big task. Fine. I hope that this synthetic division method is coming very handy. If you remember in the last set of question, the earlier video, last video, I have not used synthetic division method so profoundly compared to here, because there we can have the approach of product of the zeros or the sum of the zeros. Here it will be little difficult to use that. So synthetic division method comes very handy to solve such kind of question. Fine. The eighth question, the last question for the video. Let us try the change in sign first. So we have two sign change, so two possible positive roots and of course one negative root. Fine. Any possibility of 1 or minus 1? So it's I guess positive 6 and 15 is 21 and minus 16 and 5 is 21. So that's it. That means I am getting 1 as one of the 0. So that means x minus 1 is one of the factor. Waiting for the quadratic factor. Going with the synthetic division method. So it is 6 minus 5 minus 16 plus 15. Fine. 6 drop down, 6 ones are 6, 1. So it's minus 15, ones are minus 15, 0. So it gives me 6x square plus x minus 15. Now see, it's not necessary that always you go with that crisscross. If you are comfortable with little bit of number crunching, then directly jump. Fine. So here the product is 90. In fact, minus 90. The very first video I told that this minus indicates what and all that. So this is minus. So I will get two cases here. Which is the difference? Means having opposite sign. And sum should be plus 1. So the bigger one will be positive. The smaller one will be negative. So I can simply say that it will be satisfied by 10 and 9. It will be satisfied by 10 and 9. So let me just check out. It will give you 6x square plus 10x minus 9x minus 15. Fine. Now it will give you a case like this question, like ratios, and you can just solve it. Fine. It will be like that because everywhere when you are doing splitting the middle term, basically you are doing this ratio to be same. First two term, next two term. That is the case. Even no one focus on that particular aspect, but that is the case. You took the HCF to be common from this two and this two, and you will get the same answer. But that is the approach. I will try to reduce few more steps over here because we have a habit of solving it in such a way that taking this common and that common. In spite of that, see, when you are getting this, you are confirmed that here it is plus 10 and minus 9 are the zeros. You are getting splits, not the zeros, are the split. So what you need to do is that factors will be what? You just see what will be the factor. It is plus 10 here. So when you just put down plus 10 and minus 9, I will just solve it once with your traditional approach. So what we used to do, you can take 2x common. So it will be 3x plus 5. Again here I think that minus 3 is common. So 3x plus 5. So what you are getting? 3x plus 5 and 2x minus 3. Fine. So I am writing it x minus 1 ahead. So this is my complete answer. Factors. Now this took 2-3 steps. This took 2-3 steps. But the moment you got that you are getting 10 and minus 9 as the split, then how you can jump to this directly? This. Very simple. Once you got 10, so what you need to do, keep it 10 like that and divide it by 6. So 10 and 6, what is the common or HCF? It is 2. So divide by 2. So when you divide 10 by 2, it's 5 and divide 6 by 2, it is 3. See 3x plus 5. You got 3x plus 5. Second is what? Minus 9. Fine. Minus 9 and 6. What is common? 3. So divide 9 by 3, so you are getting 3. In fact, minus 3. Divide 6 by 3, so you are getting 2. So see 2x minus 3. So you can skip these two steps also. You can skip these two steps. So in this way you got your answer. You can cross check how many positive, how many negative. It will serve your purpose. You can cross check any of these questions by taking the product to be this and sum to be this. You will get your answer. I hope this is fine. Next video will be very important because I am going to take some typical question of quadratic equation. Quadratic means power 4. Generally quadratic is something which you can get directly in JEE Advanced, directly in CAT. So there are some different approaches to solve this quadratic. I will pick up some different cases in each question, having different cases. We will take few questions of that, and that will be very important because quadratic is something you can get in your engineering mathematics, BSc mathematics, then your higher end mathematics exams like you can expect this in somewhere called as pre-RMO, RMO, where you require to go with the quadratic formula, not formula because quadratic formula is very tough. There is a formula for cubic factorization, but that too is a very tough. no one can remember that formula, so it's always means it has been conveyed that no, don't use that formula, use this approach, you will get your answer quicker in this particular approach. So similarly for quadratic there is a formula, but again no use, we will follow some different approach. So the next video will be very very important if students who want to pursue for some high-end mathematics exam like CAT, JEE Mains Advanced, and I already told like RMO, pre-RMO kind of exam, it will be very handy. Okay, I hope this is fine. And please like, share and comment if you found this particular video useful for you or the earlier video, so that it will help me to enhance further for some typical cases which is very very important and it has not been covered at many other platforms, so that we can take those cases and it will be helpful for you to crack your competitive exam. You can also tell me that which particular area you want to talk about. I have thought of giving some physics short tricks, numerical short tricks in one of the upcoming video. That will be again a new set of series where you are getting some physics short tricks, some mathematics short tricks not related with the content which we are doing. Right now we are doing polynomial and theory of equation, but there are some typical questions which you can get in mathematics also. So those short tricks I will try to cover. So again I want your comment and the feedback so that I can improve it further. Thank you very much.